Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Montana This Morning. Today we are telling you about a stabbing.
Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is Montana This Morning on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Montana This Morning. It is 5:30 on this Monday on Victoria Hill. Thanks for starting your week with us.
And I'm Ed McIntosh, off and rolling on a new week, but a lot of the same theme continuing.
I think I can hear what you're talking about.
The wind.
Is that what you're talking about?
Well, they call the wind Mariah.
Mariah?
I have no idea. That's what the
like
song
Mariah
goes.
Carey?
Yeah, like Mariah Carey.
Oh,
That's exactly what
now
it
you're
is.
talking my language.
Yeah, I didn't get it until you brought that up. 46 right now, a west wind at 17 miles an hour, and humidity at 40%. A really fast rising barometer here after the last short while, as we've had some windy conditions in and across the region. We appreciate everybody sharing pictures with us. Temperatures this morning are in the 30s, 40s all across the area, looking at 40s across much of eastern Montana. A little bit cooler from Missoula towards the north. Buttes at 38 this morning, a cool 34 in Kalispell. And across the area, we also have some wind. These are sustained winds right now. Billings at 17, but 20, gusting up to 31 in Livingston, plus Miles City, Glendive, Williston. The areas of eastern Montana will continue to watch some stronger winds through this afternoon today. In fact, many of the gustiest winds will continue in that region. We're going to be watching winds taper off a little bit as we start getting in towards tomorrow. So actually some good news there. Periods of wind today, temperatures cooler as the winds will back off some from where we were yesterday, but so will the temperatures upper 50s to low 60s.
Off winds. Hopefully they get your message.
Absolutely. Back off.
We've had enough of that this weekend. All right. Well, thank you so much, Ed. We have lots of news developing in the area, so I'll get started.
Okay. Thanks.
A man is in the hospital this morning after he was shot in the back. Billings police are now looking for a suspect. Officers were called to the 900 block of North 19th Street just before 2 o'clock this morning. There they found a 35-year-old man with a gunshot wound to the back. He was conscious and was taken to St. Vincent Healthcare. A suspect has not been located, and witness statements are being sorted out to get a clear description of the shooter. Details on what led to the shooting have not been released. Sergeant Pat Curry says the shooting is still under investigation. Firefighters in Musselshell County are battling a wildfire this morning south of Roundup, evacuating area residents. The Lazy R fire started Sunday night. Officials say the fire is about 100 acres in size and is being fueled by the wind. Air support is set to begin this morning to get the fire under control. Homes along several roads near the intersection of Bear Road and Elk Lane are being evacuated. Evacuees are being told to head to the Red Cross shelter located at the Roundup Community Center. Fire crews from all local fire departments were called to the scene to assist. We're told the fire is moving southeast, away from the Johnny's Coal subdivision. But officials are warning the wind could cause the fire to move fast and jump a great distance. The public is being asked to stay away from the area to give fire crews the room to do their work and to prevent traffic problems. In national news this morning, Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl, the soldier who has admitted to deserting his unit before being captured by the Taliban, begins the process today of learning his fate. Sentencing is set to start in Fort Bragg in North Carolina. CBS's Nikki Batiste has the latest.
You know, in the old days, boom, firing squad. No, it's true.
President Trump made clear several times during his campaign what he thought should happen to Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl, whose sentencing hearing begins today. Last week, Bergdahl pleaded guilty to charges he deserted his Army base in Afghanistan in 2009, endangering fellow soldiers. Bergdahl claims he walked off his post to report problems within his unit to commanders. Shortly after leaving, though, he got lost and was kidnapped by the Taliban. He was freed in 2014 in a controversial deal in which he was traded for 5 Taliban terrorists being held at Guantanamo Bay. It was an arrangement brokered by the Obama administration, criticized regularly by presidential candidate Trump.
They get 5 killers that are right now leading and back on the battlefield, trying to kill everybody, including you. And we get Bergdahl, a traitor.
As part of the sentencing process, both sides present witnesses to the judge, who will ultimately make the decision.
I expect the government to put on several of its witnesses, a couple of soldiers who were actually wounded in when they were trying to locate where Sergeant Bergdahl was.
The defense is expected to call Bergdahl himself as well as character witnesses. The entire sentencing process could take anywhere from 1 day to several days. Bergdahl faces up to life in prison. Nikki Batiste, CBS News.
In an interview with the Sunday Times of London, Bergdahl claims his Taliban captors treated him better and were more honest than the U.S. military. Meanwhile, in Florida, a vigil was held in Tampa for 3 people shot and killed within the last few weeks, all in the same neighborhood. Police think it could be the work of a serial killer. 2 of the victims were killed within about 100 yards of each other, and the third was just about half a mile away. Back here in Montana, this weekend's warm front caused some intense winds in certain areas of the state. In Livingston on Sunday, high-profile vehicles were strongly urged to get off the interstate for safety reasons. The detour slowed traffic but prevented much bigger headaches and possible injuries for motorists along Interstate 90.
We have so many vehicles, towing vehicles, semis, pickups with big trailers, campers, that these winds will flip them over and it'll shut everything down. And when the winds get, above, I believe it's 55, it starts getting really dangerous out there. And that's when DOT starts taking action.
Power outages were also reported across the area. Elsewhere, the big game season for deer and elk started this weekend. Fish, Wildlife and Parks manned a new checkpoint in the Heights in the parking lot of the old Kmart at Main Street and Highway 87. A game warden says it's been busy with about 25 hunters on Saturday and about the same amount on Sunday. FWP has the extra checkpoint to test for chronic wasting disease, something found in deer in Colorado, Wyoming, and South Dakota. It's not expected to cross over into Montana, but FWP is making sure with testing.
I think our hunters in general are very interested in this. It's a big thing in some other states, and we certainly want to try to know if it's here because we can try to manage to keep it spread down. So it's important that hunters do get their deer tested, and I think hunters have been cooperative in the past with us, and we hope that'll continue.
Aside from the Heights, FWP has checkpoints in its usual places in the area, including Laurel, Columbus, Big Timber, and Lavina.